Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Yeah, so we're going to be going through the basics of editing Wikipedia and how to contribute, how to create an account, how to edit, and how to get you started. There's going to be maybe more of a basic course or basic guidelines that you're going to follow. Wikipedia, you have to be learning every single day and find yourself that even after revision, interface updates, you'll keep learning every single day. It's a broad thing that you're going to learn, but the best thing is you need to first understand the basics of how to do. Then understanding these basics will enable you to understand how to edit other projects, because majorly the principles are always going to be the same. So when you come to Google, then you search for term Wikipedia, then it will bring for you Wikipedia. Then when you click on it, then it is going to be showing you that we have Wikipedia, English Wikipedia, then you have Italiano and other languages. Wikipedia exists in over 100 languages, but as a user group, you find that we are focusing on English and also the Luganda Wikipedia. Yes, there is that version of the Luganda Wikipedia. And if you have an account, majorly, if you click on the English Wikipedia here, before we go there, then we have other sister projects with Wikimedia Commons, Wikidata, and MetaWiki, plus even others. But you heard us mention Wikimedia Commons, which is going to be holding the media files. There's PDFs, photos, videos, sounds, graphics, and illustration, maps, and many other things. Then also for Wikidata, this is where I shall be creating the text that is going to be read by both machines and humans. I'm trying to simplify it. Then also MetaWiki, which is majorly going to be for documentation purposes. And that's where some tools such as the event registration tool that we are required to use is going to be found. And the beautiful thing is when you create the Wikipedia account, it is going to be able to log into most of these other accounts here that you see. I mean, the projects that you see here, such as Wikimedia Commons. So you click on English. Yeah, so when you click on English, this is what it is going to display. This is the front page of Wikipedia. And we're going to find there is a picture of the day, featured article, and most of that featured picture. And basically every day it keeps changing. Still, they display for you the sister projects here, and also articles in Wikipedia, languages, and other languages. So I mentioned about Luganda Wikipedia. How do you access Luganda Wikipedia? So sometimes you're going to search Luganda Wikipedia. Then you come and find that it is going to be showing you there is this one. There is this first one, which is Wikipedia, which is EN. If you look at the URL down here, it is going to be showing you en.org. So for the Luganda Wikipedia, it is lg.wikipedia.org. So simply what you can do is you can copy wikipedia.org, this part of this link, and you paste it here. And you find that instead of EN stands for English. So you put there LG, which is the language code for Luganda. Then you're going to find yourself that you have this Luganda translated articles or written articles. They can either be translated or written. So still you can search any other person that is going to be on this Luganda. Yeah, so these articles are being translated by our Luganda team. Yeah, so still the same account that you create on Wikipedia, you're going to use it even for the Luganda Wikipedia. So now when you reach on this page, you're going to find that here in the top right, there's going to be create an account or login. So if you have an account, then you just click on login, then it takes you to a different page where you're going to log in. Yes, so you can create an account on Wikipedia, or you can edit Wikipedia without creating an account. But what are some of the benefits of creating an account? One, you're going to be having those edit counts that are going to really matter on other, say, projects or sites like this. How about you call it media library? Yeah, you find it is going to require a number of 500 edits. So if you don't create an account, they're going to be capturing your IP address. That is what is going to be captured. And remember, IP addresses keep changing. Also 6 months of editing. That's how they're going to determine this account was created in this period of time and all. So even number of edits. So you'll have access to Wikipedia library, and also you can even log in via Wikipedia if you have an account, which is one of the benefits of creating an account. And secondly, you find that you have access to most of the tools. Some tools are not going to be accessed if you're really not logged in within Wikipedia. Yeah, so if you have an account, then still you can log in from here, and still, if you don't have, then you can click on create an account. So they bring you to this page, which is username, then also password, confirm password, email address. Email address is really important, but that's where you're going to say maybe changes have been made to your editor. If you read an article, then they tell it has been reviewed, or someone has put a comment on your talk page or something. So they keep basically updating you, and sometimes you might find that maybe you've participated in certain competitions where they want to contact you, and they find that your email address is not there. So you really need to create it and also confirm it later on. Yeah, so when you're logging in here, sometimes you might forget your password. Then you can enter your username and click on forgot password. Then they really help you on that. So still, even there's another shortcut. Don't have an account, join Wikipedia. So for now, let's go back to create an account. So when you're creating an account, username is going to be, you need to enter username that is really not directly related to you. So maybe you can enter John Doe. Yeah, so John Doe, but this one is already taken. It keeps recommending. Then if you add maybe a 3, then also it's too similar to John Doe, or maybe this one. So you're going to find that you really need, I don't recommend using your username, but still if you use your username, then later on, you can request to change that username to a different name. Yeah, so also when you click on help me choose, you're going to go to the user name policy that you're going to find. So when you read through, they're going to be giving you guiding way of how to avoid misleading names and things like that, that you're going to really avoid, and maybe avoid that issue of bouncing you or something. Some names also you find they're abusive in nature, and other names they can cause conflict and all that. We're going to use names like bomber, suicide bomb, or something like that. That one, I believe it is not allowed. So, or maybe other cursing names or words. So you can read through this, and at least you know how it can guide you. But if you look at this username, B7227 is already in use, but that's my username that I use. So also you can create something related to that, or something that can make meaning to you, any that you can use as long as it is not existing. So enter your password, and it has to be unique, then confirm it, enter email address. Then also here on the captcha, you can create one. So even you can refresh so that you get a new one if the one that is there is confusing. So like, for example, this one can write away, maybe, and just have to type it. Then you click on create an account. So most likely they might send you an account to confirm maybe your email or something like that. So then you enter. Yeah, then after that, you can click on login so that it brings you to the login page, and you can choose to keep me logged in for up to a year, and click on also login here. So more guiding steps might come on the email. Yeah, then when you log in, you're going to find that basically this is the old interface. This is the old interface that was really existing. So you're going to find that on the side, we have really other tools. You find here on the left sidebar, menu, contents, and these many projects that you shall learn how to use in a bit later on. So now, after that, what I recommend is you understanding the policies, or you can choose to first customize your Wikipedia. So when you click on preferences here, then you're going to find, mine is an old interface, but if I might go to the one that is default that was updated in 2022, let me use this one. But you can choose between the two. So even dark mode, it is reading my my computer that it is in really, it is dark mode now. It is night because that's what I said to my computer, and it has picked it up. But that one will be fixed. Yeah, so that's what it's speaking. And still you can, on this one, you can still scroll on the right side, but then put it in light. So that's what I want. So this is the new interface that was in 2022, and still there's this avatar icon, and the other options are quite hidden for this. So even we have the left, and also we have the right that you can choose. So these are banners that are always appearing. Even you can click on X, this, and you close it. So when you click on the top right, there's this avatar icon. Then you can choose preferences, stack mode, and more. So we have the top page, you have the sandbox, you have the preferences, beta, and more. You're going to see those in a bit. So you can choose to set the preferences that you really want to be using within this particular your interface. It is going to be customized. So there are a lot of issues that you're going to see. Even here, view your global information, sticking to your talk, and more of those. So even down here, you can say, allow users to email me. You can check that so that you're contactable most of the time. Yeah, so even we have appearance. So appearance, that's where you can choose. We have Vector Legacy 2010, the one I was using before. Then you can say, let me put it to this. Then after you make other changes here and there, then you click on save. So the interface is going to change when it reloads. So you find that now it is listing most of them in a horizontal format other than like the other compressed or vertical format. Yeah, then we have also editing. You can customize most of this, but right now they might not be well understood or making sense. But basically here, I wanted to show you about Vector Legacy and also Vector 2022. So by default, nowadays it comes in 2022, but you can put it to this, whatever you prefer. Then also you can choose, even there's the watch list, and also search, also there's gadgets. So for gadgets, there are most of these other tools that are really going to be helping you, that you're going to see you'll learn more about them as time goes by. Yeah, so you'll find that you're adjusting X tools, dark mode to display dark mode the way it was, and other more tools that you really want to show. Even you have banners, you can set global preference or something. But most importantly here, I recommend that you turn on the beta features, which is really important because they use markup language. They all do interface use markup languages. So always enable this feature where they're going to be showing you changes in this colored format that you see here, and also content translation and discussion tools other than writing, maybe the text markup. So you'll find yourself that this is important. So basically that's what we are going to do under preferences. Given notifications, you can choose what notifications that you want to receive. Someone has edited your page and all that. So that's why you can edit most of them based on what exactly you want to be receiving. So we've created an account, we've logged in. Then maybe another thing that you cannot edit Wikipedia when your VPN is on. So it's better that you turn off your VPN before you start editing, or maybe some network providers you might find also they are blocked because of that one. So you can choose. So next, after creating an account, what exactly do we need to know? Then we need to find out what Wikipedia has its own guiding policy, like a community. It usually has its own rules. So you'll find that you as also a person, you will find that you need some of the rules to understand some of the basics, what is meant by Wikipedia, what do I need to do, what is required of me, and all that. So each community has its own way of doing things, the same to Wikipedia. So you can search for list of policies. Search for list of policies and guidelines. So, or even Wikipedia has its own shortcuts most of the times that I usually use WP, but you're going to see how I got that shortcut and you see PG list. When you click on it, then you're going to find that you're getting this list of policies that you really need to follow. So the shortcuts were gotten from here. If you check on the left, this shortcut, policy list or PG list. So those are the shortcuts. When you search it, it is going to bring you to this particular page. Yeah, so you need to read through the policies and understand exactly what are they trying to make. Content policy, editing guidelines, notability, naming convention. How should you name your articles? What makes someone notable to be on Wikipedia? Then they explain what is a policy and also what is a guideline. So tell you Wikipedia is an encyclopedia, then you're supposed to write in your point of view where you're not supposed to use sweet talking words. Yeah, still if you right click on this or you click on it, then you're going to find that it is displaying for you what is neutral point of view, what exactly does it mean? How do you name, how do you balance on this? How do you put what most of this? So you're going to find that these are some of the policies, balance, selecting, even the tone you're going to use in Wikipedia, and most of that. Basically, you can check out on different articles and even different topics. You're going to find that most of this, that's why I said Wikipedia is quite broad. You're going to find that some of the time you need to understand what neutral point of view is. And then also they're telling you everyone can edit and use and distribute and all that. So basically, anyone can use the Wikipedia or even can edit. Even when you create your article, it's still someone else can jump in and edit your article and move on. Even editors should treat each other with respect. Of course, that one comes maybe in conflict resolution, how you're handling. Yes, you've edited an article, someone has tagged it or has flagged it, and you find that you're abusing these people, things like that. So, but they are doing the work for the benefit or maybe to improve the quality of articles on the Wikipedia. So you shouldn't really get annoyed or maybe something, but we are supposed to treat each other with respect, whether you're a beginner, whether you're maybe an experienced editor, and all that. Yeah, Wikipedia has no firm rules. They keep revising. Of course, the community has to, let me say, like vote or say we are supposed to adopt this and some of the things, fifth pillar and things like that. So sometimes find that you need to understand some of the things, but along the way, you'll find that these policies are going to be coming in a different way. How do you write articles about people? How do you write articles on them? Those are some of the policies. Yeah. So then you find that when you scroll down, still content policies, neutral point of view, that one, we've already seen it. You're not supposed to use sweet talking words, maybe best university, or maybe things like other different, or maybe saying this person was badly wounded and all that. Shall see them. Then verifiability, of course, the information that you have has to be verified, and maybe reliability, where have you picked that source from? So citing, most of them, you find they're coming, still notability. About academics, how do you write about maybe those documents or journals or people in academics and all that, in music and organizations and people, still when you right click on this. Anything that is blue on Wikipedia means it is existing, and anything that is red, meaning it is missing or it was partially deleted. So when you check through this, you're going to find still primary criteria. They usually give you what makes companies notable. So this is notability about companies. So we need to check it out and read. So even they usually give you source. New York, it is independent, reliable, and secondary. That's for fellows, things like that. So even the sources that you're going to be using, most of the time they are secondary sources. So maybe a newspaper article, yeah, that has written about you. But if information is coming from your own website, you believe that you're going to be putting sweet things about yourself. You're going to be writing about yourself. Good stuff. Yeah, so these are some of the policies that you can read through. Selling guidelines, behavior, deletion policy, and most of the things that you can bookmark that page, or even you can just say click on this icon here, then maybe you drag it to the desktop, and you find that you're always referring legal rates, terms of use, and all that. So most of them you're going to be finding them along the way as we are moving on, as we are editing Wikipedia along the way. Yeah, so after that, after creating an account, after realizing, and then we've understood the policies, we've understood what exactly it means by the gadgets which are found under preferences, dark mode, and all that. So still you can track your understanding our interface here. And you're going to find that let me use vector legacy, which most of us will be using mostly. Yeah, so you're going to find that we are going to understand basically our interface. So you're going to find that B7, this is basically your user page. I believe your link is going to be red. So still, when you open it, you can find that you can put some information about yourself. Yeah, I'm a member of this and this and this projects. So these are quite templates and other things, but you will learn how to add them in the project because principles are always the same. Yeah, so then you find there is alerts. They usually send alerts here and notices. So for example, if you click on it, you're going to find they're telling you this, I sent you a note. I've sent you a note, thank you for this and this. So even notices are almost the same thing. So here has been reviewed, thank you for your edit on this and this. Yeah, so for watch list, also this is the pages that have a star, especially if you click on this star here, add it to the watch list, then you're going to find that it is going to this particular page here. Then when you click on the avatar, then you're going to have the top page. So the top page will be like your discussion page that you're going to find. If I open it, then I'm going to find that really it has these welcome to the tea house, and that's where they're going to be posting most of the information. This one has been deleted. This one has been, say, article has been accepted, and most of that's where they're putting the comments that you're going to find. Yeah, the sandbox is majorly your practice area. We're going to be editing most of the things. Yes, so, and you might find even yours by the time you, after creating a new account, it is majorly going to be red. Yeah, this is what I have within my sandbox. So sandbox is a practice area. I'm going to explain more about that. Preferences, we've seen beta, then contributions. And you're going to find that what have you done? Particular your contributions, your edits that you've made within maybe a particular period of time that you can see. That's where you can find them. Still, you can upload media. If you click on this, you're going to find it is going to take you directly to Commons. As I mentioned, you can use the same account for Wikimedia Commons and Wikipedia. That one will be explored more. But for now, we are on Wikipedia. Yeah, so we're going to find translations and all that. So how do you search for articles? So you come to this search Uganda. You search for, say, Uganda. So they usually give you recommendations of the existing articles that are coming. Yeah, so if you search, say, for the president of Uganda, then you find that that's how they usually give most of that information that is going to come. Maybe if you search about the Uganda matters, since we are entering into the period of matters, then you find there is also an article about the Uganda matters, which is already here. So still you can edit this article, which is already existing, or even can begin other new articles. So as I mentioned, whatever is blue, that means it is existing, and whatever is red, either it was deleted or the page does not exist. So majorly the page does not exist. Sometimes it comes as a result of it was deleted or it was not created within the first place and someone put there. So these are some of the matters that are really lacking articles, whatever is in red. So that's where we come in to create most of these articles. So most of these matters don't have articles on Wikipedia. Yeah, so you're going to find that Wikipedia article usually has sections. We usually have this introduction on top that usually put there. Then you're going to find other sections are written below on different topics or different people, basically on what you want. And also you can insert tables and you can insert, then also usually include a see also or read also. These are articles that are related to the Uganda matters. When you read, of course, Waga Cathedral, Katosa, Mother Shrine, Namugongo, see Namugongo, it's where most of these people were burnt or buried. That's where it usually happens, the ceremony. So you're going to find when you hover an article, they usually give you some snippet or short description about most of this information. Then we have the reference section. This is any information you put on Wikipedia is supposed to be referenced. So this is where secondary sources are coming, but they're supposed to be verifiable and reliable sources. Yeah, the information that is coming from those websites or those books, or is it verifiable? Can you go there and maybe ask, I want a new Vision article or newspaper that you printed maybe 10 years back or 3 years back, depending, is it there? Or you'll find that when the blog goes down or the link goes down, everything disappears. Yeah, then also you're going to find that most of these media houses, they are writing from neutral point of view. If maybe one party is fighting with another, they're not going to sideline with one party to make it really look bad. Yeah, so then also we have external links. So external links, sometimes you might find they are linking to, maybe you're writing about a certain company and you want to link to their website, or maybe you want to link to their interviews, maybe done by YouTube. Social media is not usually recommended to be cited. As you can read within, again, there is another policy or document or article that is guiding what should be cited. So if you look at this Mother Shrine, so you're going to, let us open this link and see what is going to be happening there. And you're going to find that this is a website for the Uganda Mother Shrine. So it is going to give us more information about the Uganda matters, which is interesting, which is here. So you can really read about the matters and also their images that are here. Yeah, then also these are tags, and then last we usually have categories. Yeah, so we are going to see how that one is going to be done. So we are going to be creating articles on Wikipedia, and there are literally 3 ways of creating articles on Wikipedia. So one, you can create it directly within the main space. Say, for example, let me pick which. So this is about Wiki for human rights in Uganda. So let me look for like, say, Kachera. So which is here, others call it Lake Kachera, others call it Lake Kachera. So let me pick Lake Kachera, that is the common name that is usually known by people. So if I search for it here, this is Kachera Lake, which is not our Ugandan lake. This is in Pakistan, but Lake Kachera is within Uganda. So you're going to find that if you search it in this way, you're going to find that there is where somewhere it is mentioned, say maybe in this particular, if you check this list for lakes created in Uganda, then you're going to find that, we press Ctrl F, that one is literally for narrowing down. You're going to find that there is Lake Kachera that is mentioned somewhere, but it is the red link, meaning that article does not really exist. Yeah, so you can search down River Rezi, most of these you're seeing, but it is not existing amongst this. Then still you can choose to expand. So if you look here, we are searching within the article space. So you can even, maybe someone is writing about it within the sandbox or the draft. So still you can choose to expand and say that I want maybe to check in all of them. You enable all. Then you choose, you can narrow down, you can remove, press this X so that you be removing, maybe you want a file, talk, category talk, template. You reduce this, you remove basically whatever you don't want to be searching about. So when you're creating a new article, you need to really check maybe the drafts, and I'm going to show you need to check the draft. Also, sometimes you find that you really need to check someone's sandbox, yeah, which is sometimes user, and find which is, I think, user. Yeah, then when you click still on search here, and you're going to find that one will enable you to know, is someone writing this article within their sandbox or within the draft? Is it existing somewhere? So still you're going to search and find that it does not exist. So maybe if you look for, say, Tomaino, so you're going to find that Tomaino is here. So you find that since you enable images are going to be reflecting here since you are looking for a file. But since we don't want a file, then we can close that and can find that still there is an article that is being written about Father Paulino Tomaino within the sandbox. Yeah, so still if you open this, so it wouldn't be recommended that you write that particular article about Father Paulino Tomaino within the sandbox. So this is his article. So that's how you avoid maybe that edit conflict. You find someone has written an article and published it here, and you find that maybe you've written a lot of time, or even those articles can be matched. So that's how you search for topic to write about. So after you discovering that the article is not existing on Wikipedia, what next? So you determine, am I going to use the sandbox? Am I going to use do I have time to write this article until I finish it? So you're going to find there are really different ways here that you're going to find. There is Lake Kachera, the page does not exist. You can create a draft. So you can either choose, you say, let me create a draft. Let me show you, guiding you. So the draft is going to bring the article wizard, which is going to be, or they can tell you practice in your sandbox, especially when you're just a new editor. Then you can just say, let me first practice within my sandbox, and I find exactly what I'm going to be doing from there. Yeah, so you're going to come back to the draft or the article wizard. So you're going to find the sandbox. This is going to always be showing you that B7, your username, this one's going to be your username and /sandbox. So you just click on edit here. Then you find that you're typing something, like since I'm going to be writing about Lake Kachera, then you can maybe say Lake Kachera is a freshwater lake and this and this and this. Then yeah, so you're going to be seeing more along the way how to basically do this Lake Kachera and how it is going to, you're going to be editing it more. So that is one in your sandbox, then also in the draft. So still you can choose, then you click next, then you choose, and they tell you notability is this notable, then do not copy and paste. You need to reference on reliable independent sources, see above, then non-independent sources. So that non-independent sources like company websites can be used to verify the basics. So maybe writing about these companies in Uganda and all that, then you link the website. Usually goes within the other bit of references down. Yeah, then still you click on next, then they tell you some of the common mistakes that people are doing. You're writing about yourself, which is not allowed, then don't copy and paste. If you copy and paste, there are some tools or bots that are going to detect that there's copyright infringement if you just copy and paste. Even sometimes other people just paraphrase. You find also they just copy and paste. So if you do that, you find that most of that information is going to be deleted from your article. So don't do copy and paste. Wikipedia wants you to write within your own particular language. Yes, use the way, like that inner voice of yours that is telling you, but you're citing. It's like reading a book, entire book, then they give you a test and you summarize it. So that's what they want. Yeah, not citing your sources. Articles with independent reliable are usually deleted within days. Yeah. So even though you need to put that article there, then just know Wikipedia also, there's speedy deletion if most of those articles or requirements are not met. That are going to be, as I mentioned before, there are rules that you're supposed to be following within the user group. I mean, on Wikipedia when you're editing Wikipedia. So that is really very important. You need to do. So if they don't delete it, then they can pull it within the draft. So then you begin editing it more. Yeah, then also overly promotional language, you're supposed to avoid it. That is the leading expert, is the best university in this, is the cutting technology, maybe. Yeah, like here they're saying, what you're saying, the only this and this and this, the company that did and this and this and this, things like that. So then they ask you what are you trying to do? Are you a paid editor? Are you writing about yourself or subject close to you, or you're not connected to subject? I recommend that you write topics that are not really connected to you. Also for paid editing, then you'll be required to disclose. So when you click I'm not connected to the subject, choose the appropriate one, then they're going to bring you automatically to the draft creation. And they give you some warnings there. Then this is where you're going to enter the name of the article, which is Lake Kachera. Then you choose create, and you draft. So that's how it is going to bring you. Then it reminds you here what you're supposed to do. Then they tell you, important, do not remove this. Then you'll begin typing your content here, like catch error and references will automatically go there. Then you click on publish in case you're done. So when you click publish, it doesn't mean that most of this information has gone into the main space. So basically we have the main space, where the main space is basically where you're going to be searching most of these articles from, where they're existing. Like when you click on Wikipedia and you choose any article, say maybe this one. So basically you're going to find this one is in the main space. Then the draft. So basically when you're creating a draft and publish, you can come back to this draft and you choose. So still even you can only be coming to Wikipedia and you search using this page. When you come here and put draft, they will show you that it will take you directly to this page.